Hello, can you hear me? Okay, my name is Jordanov. I am engineering director in VMware for data protection, SRM, vSphere Replication and Site Recovery service to VMware Cloud on AWS. I will be talking about what's new in data protection space and where are we going. They asked me to complete in 12-13 minutes, so any questions you might have, we can take it after that off the stage. I'm starting with VMware portfolio in data protection. So we have 3 major offerings. Even there are 4. I didn't include here VCDA, VMware Cloud Director Availability, because it is part of VCPP program. But I'm starting with VMware Cloud Disaster Recovery. This is cost-efficient service to VMware Cloud and AWS. We replicate the data directly from on-prem to S3 bucket in AWS. That's why it is cost-efficient. It doesn't require leaving SDDC, leaving vCenter at the target site. And with VCDR, we offer the very popular and famous ransomware recovery. There are a lot of sessions about VCDR and ransomware. I'm not going into details more about VCDR. Next is VMware Site Recovery. It is more optimized with better performance, higher cost service. Again, to VMC on AWS, it requires leaving SDDC, leaving vCenter on protected and recovery site all the time, but it provides very quickly and efficiently and easy protect, reprotect, failback, failover here and there from site A to site B and from site B to site A. Recently, we announced 1-minute RPO with VSR, Site Recovery Service. With VCDR, currently we can have up to 15 minutes RPO. And we have Site Recovery Manager. This is from a long time product on top of Ochestrator, on top of ABR, array-based replication, or vSphere replication. In blue, you can see the supported topologies, and in green, you can see the supported clouds. VCDR actually also supports from source side Google Cloud and Azure and Outpost for AWS. Site Recovery Service is supported from AWS, Outpost. And Site Recovery Manager is supported in so-called hyperscalers for Azure, Google Cloud, and Oracle Cloud Solution. So what happens if you want to use more than one solution? It's complicated. You should have different license currently. You should have different deployment onboarding. So today we announced VMware Live Recovery offering. It essentially combines all our offerings in a subscription-based service. You can still have your on-prem to on-prem SRM with array-based replication, for example. You can just subscribe, convert to subscription, and continue using your existing private data center. But the benefit is that with this same license, with this same solution, you can use also some VMs, even same VMs for VCDR for ransomware. So essentially, you can just decide one VM when you protect, to what target to protect. You can protect to Site Recovery Service on AWS up to 1-minute RPO. You can protect with VCDR, or you can just keep protecting your SRM with array-based replication in your private data center. And as part of that, as I mentioned, this was heavily requested feature I've always been asked, can I protect same VM? I have array-based replication with SRM from site A to site B, and I want this same VM to also protect for ransomware. Now, this is possible as part of VMware Recovery solution. And then now I want to highlight the new features in vSphere Replication and Site Recovery service. We recently introduced 1-minute RPO. This was heavily requested feature. So a few years ago we announced 15 minutes, then 5 minutes, but with the existing architecture, this was the limit, 5 minutes. Below 5 minutes, it was not possible because of some limitations how we consolidate the redo logs at the target site. So we had to re-architect almost everything to achieve 1-minute RPO. I will be talking about this new architecture in a while. What I want to highlight now, it was announced only for site recovery servers for AWS as source and as a target. So now it's also available for any source. You can have your on-prem private data center to site recovery service for VMware Cloud and AWS. And soon, it's very modern now to use this term, soon it will be also available for on-prem to on-prem with VMware Recovery, new offering that I just mentioned. As part of this re-architecture that I mentioned, we also allowed automatic scale out and auto balanced mode. What I mean? In the past, when you configure a new replication, you can select auto assign. So HBR server at the target site can select the most suitable host-based replication server. But at the end, if you have, let's say, 10 replications and you want to rebalance, you had to do it manually. Just host-based replication servers, they didn't know about the other servers. So either you had to do it manually or you can auto-assign for newly created replications. We introduced with this new architecture automatic scale out. So if you have hosts available in your cluster and there is a demand, we can just use this new host for the new replications. And we introduced one new component, so-called connection broker, who can auto-balance the replications all the time. I will go now more technical details about what I'm talking. This is the current old-school architecture of vSphere replication. So we have so-called vSCSI filter at the source side, where we track the changes at the VM level, and we send the changes to the target site. Target site vSphere replication management server. This server, through NFC network file copy service, writes the changes in the underlying storage at the target site and underlying data store. So if you want to scale out, you had to manually deploy new vSphere replication server and configure the replications through this server. And the supported scale was up to 4,000 replications with 10 host-based replication servers. So around 400 replications per vSphere replication management server. What was the challenge? If you wanted to use our RPO, for example, if we try 1 minute, the data we receive, we started receiving the data quickly than the consolidation time to consolidate the logs in the base disks of the target site. So we had to change something more globally. So what we did with so-called enhanced vSphere replication, and this enhanced vSphere replication, again, it will be available. It is now available for site recovery service for VMware Cloud and AWS. and it will be available for Live Recovery offering, the new offering. So we introduced directly data path from the source ESX to the target ESX. And now, with the new enhanced vSphere replication, the replication service is built directly inside the ESX as a VIP component, if you are familiar. So the data path now is directly from source ESX to the target ESX through connection broker. And this new connection broker, it provides the balancing and the auto scale out mode that I was talking about. So the only important new requirement to use this new enhanced vSphere replication is to allow connectivity from source ESX, from all source ESXs you replicate VMs, to all target ESXs you receive this replication. We also support, you can tag a given host to disallow ESX for a replication. If you don't want to use a set of ESX hosts, you can just tag them to disallow this host for replication. If not, they will be enabled for replication, and we can auto scale out the replications using this host at the target site. We are almost done with the time, so I just want to highlight the sessions during VMWareExplore in Barcelona. There was a great tutorial yesterday. I would recommend you to join our session with Zdravko, who is engineer in vSphere replication team, about automating REST APIs, automating configuring replications and NDR workflows using REST APIs and PowerCLI commands. It was heavily requested in the past, and we also prepared some samples available in the public repository for you. And okay, that's all. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free.